Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio. Specifically, Factorio with the Space Exploration mod and Krastorio2. So this will probably be our last major playthrough before the new expansion comes out and changes everything. Which should happen soon, TM. Record. Let's make it a good one. So change this to Space Exploration. There's a whole bunch of new things like rare metals and mineral water, apparently. Turn on preview. Let's look at this. Let's turn off cliffs because they're a waste of time. Turn our planet world up a bit. I'm going to turn enemy bases off on Nalvis. So we don't have to worry about that, but we will once we move to other planets. Let's see. I'll turn pollution on because it'll affect other plants too. Otherwise, I think we're good to go. Let's see. Can we get a... What is that? That must be mineral water. There. Let me randomize a few times. See if we can get a nice green looking area. I like this Krastorio music. For some reason, space exploration always wants to put me in the middle of a field of white. I don't know why. Give me something nice and green. Here, we got some green over here, but there's a swamp in it. Ew. Yeah. What is with that? It looks terrible. You know what? Why? No, I don't want to go with that. I want something that's a little better. Come on, give me something better. This is workable. I guess. Like we got some space to go west here. I like that. We'll go with that. Alright. I'm apparently white by default. That's interesting. Let's start ripping all this apart. See what they've given us. We have a CME arriving. I can't seem to rip this apart. Or I'm doing it very slowly. Do I not want to? No, I think I do want to. Is it slow? I have not done a Krastorio playthrough. This is new to me, so we'll see how this goes. I have done space exploration before, but not to the very end. I lost heart part of the way through it. We have meteors. The CME's gone already. That was fast. We got some fire going on over here. Yep. It's okay, we're running a little bit on fire. I just don't want to expand on these buildings here, whatever they are yet. Alright. Wow, this is really slow. The mining speed is definitely lower than the base game. What is that? There's a little glowy object in the bottom right. Damaged ship reactor. It has power output. Okay. Okay, so this is early game power. That's nifty. I guess I could leave these chests behind and use them for storage. But I'm not going to. Alright, what's this? Damaged ship research computer. Okay. So they give me a little research area to begin with. I kind of like that. That the early game equipment is basically just parts of the ship that have survived. And what are these? Ah, they're mini assemblers. Okay. Let me just clean all this up first, then we'll start thinking about what we have to do. Should I be doing something different with these? No. These are the same. It's just I was curious that some of these I hit with my hammer, and some of them I have to actually just sit there and wait. Based on whether it's from the base game or from Krastorio. So why does Krastorio add things that are just random? I guess to fit the aesthetic of these things, maybe? Like this. I want to make sure I'm not deleting anything important. Okay, most of this wreckage will disappear over time. There we go. Now things are looking a bit nicer. We probably still missed a few things, but we'll get them over time. And once most of the background wreckage fades. Alright, so what are we? We have a shelter. That's a spawn point. Okay. We got drills. We have electric poles already, which makes sense. Burner assemblers. They changed the icon for some of these things. Automation tech card. Is that like red science, probably? Burner lab, but we have this lab, so probably that is redundant. Oh no, okay, it's automation tech compared to basic tech. Interesting. Okay, so that's not like red science. Maybe it's like green science? Keeps watch over a small area. Is that basically a radar? And it's scanning other sectors, perhaps? Sector scanning project doesn't seem to be doing anything. Anyway, okay. Well, what else do we got? Single cylinder iron gear wheels, different appearance for many of these things. Whole bunch of cable, plates, okay. Rare metals. That's a new thing. Inserter parts, okay. So what do inserters cost? They cost an inserter part, okay. So recipes are more expensive, it seems. And yes, I can make basic tech cards from wood. Oh, that'd be annoying if I have to keep cutting down my wood by myself for that. And 2 variants of first aid kits, and I have a med pack already. Okay, tech. There is a lot of tech. There is a very lot of tech. Look how many tech packs this requires. That's just silly. And apparently I already have basic logistics, which lets me give transport belts. Okay. So I don't have any of these basic tech cards. I've got some red cards, which I can't do anything with apparently at the moment. A standardized reusable machine core, that's the first step towards automation. It seems like the important thing to grab. So wood and cable. Do I even have... Where are my ore patches? Okay, here they are. Oh, they're all kind of bleeding together. I hate when they do that. Well, we can make it work. What do we need to make more burners? We need more stone bricks and iron plates. Here. Is this not going? Oh, I have to choose recipes for furnaces. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. What was that recipe? 15 iron plates from 20 iron ore in a 48-second craft time. That is a curious thing to change. So instead of them outputting plates one at a time, they do it 15 at a time. But they take a lot longer. Interesting. Okay. So how much stone do you need to produce 10? 10 at a time. Here, let's start slapping up some of these rocks. For some free early resources. And to clear the room for us to build. There's from the CME. This little pattern here. It wandered all over the place. I was so disappointed by CMEs. Like, I thought they were gonna, like, vaporize half the planet. Like, everything in your base would just start taking damage. And, like, a few of the buildings would survive, but, like, all the logistics would have to be rebuilt. If you didn't shield from them properly. But no, it's just like a tornado. It just comes out and it smacks a few places. Iron patch right here. That's convenient. Are we getting some sector scanning? I don't think so. I don't think it is sector scanning. Alright, let's go check back in with our miner. That's going to be hard to remember. That I need to keep setting the recipe for a furnace. I actually have quite a few iron plates to begin with. I just need stone. Need everything, really. Excuse me. This is a mess. I hate how mixed up this is. Right? I have to set the recipe. Let's get a line here going. No, don't use the wood. Yeah, it takes... What's the recipe length for this? 16 seconds? That's not bad. More than the 42. Or 48 or whatever it was. Dum, bum, da 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 dum, da da da, dum, bum, bum. All right. Let's keep going, clearing rocks and stuff. Anything here I missed that I can see now? Yes. This little bit. No, that's part of this. Apparently. There's still a thing on the ground there. Well, let's go ahead and get these hooked up. What's the power consumption on these? 93. And you produce 240. So we can only run 2 of these at a time anyway. With the lab going also. We want these basic tech cards. Let's let that go for a bit. Interesting start where they give you a little tech thing and a and power. I like it. I wonder how much they're going to delay us getting those for real. "15 minutes to create the first tech of science. Science tech. Whatever." Do people speed run these modded playthroughs? I don't know. I'm curious. Probably not. Probably they do it base game. Probably not even on current patch. They probably do it like on whatever the fastest patch is. Alright, let's go set up some more mining. Oh, I never set these. So they haven't been doing anything. Ah! That's definitely going to catch me for a while. So these intermediate components. These are a gear wheel and a plate. One plate. Isn't that different? I thought that in the base game it's 2 iron per wheel, right? So this is just a waste of time. It's just trying to insert another step into things. Okay. An iron beam is another one. That's just a waste of time. Interesting. Okay. Well, we need more resources. I think that's the key. Let's get some copper going too. I wonder if the difference in recipe makes them more coal efficient. Probably not. And should we add some more to this, perhaps? Just go a little further on both sides. And now we're having to craft these by hand, which is just a waste of time, from what I can tell. Or not a waste of time, it's just a time step. At least it's fast. It constructs in just a few seconds. Half a second each. But it's just going to need more space. It's just adding complexity to the recipe rather than making it less efficient. This little bit of stone here is getting in our way. Okay. Let that go for a bit. While we keep clearing. We have some science packs going yet? Yeah. We're going to be making slow progress in this game. This is certainly not going to be something where I'm trying to be super min-maxy or efficient. I watched this interesting video. I almost said I read it, but no. I watched a video on YouTube, as we are wont to do these days. I watched a video on YouTube that was talking about how things have got, in gaming, people have just suddenly become super, and I'm not sure I agree with the suddenly, but super, they said sweaty, which is not a term that I would have used, but try hard. People are very serious about their gaming. And I think it's a trend to be reversed. So we're definitely going to be more relaxed when we play this game. I'm not trying to win any records here, you know. I have to admit, as someone who makes videos on YouTube, it does impact, you know, it does impact your ability to enjoy games. There are games that I kept playing even though I didn't really want to because I felt like I was obliged to, was obligated to, because I was posting them. There were games that I kind of got tired of and wanted to keep on posting because they were doing well, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's a good thing. It keeps you going on games you would otherwise get discouraged on. But yeah, when you make something a leisure activity, something that contributes monetarily to you, it becomes an issue. Let's start making some cable over here. And this thing is slow. This knocks it out very slowly. I know I've got a second one right here. Which feels more like a modding compatibility to me than anything intended. This is from Space Exploration. This is from Krastorio. But it's amazing the two work together at all. So I gotta give kudos to the mod owners. Crusher. Interesting. With the power of glass. Okay. So we do need to go through the crusher route to get to things. Where's automation? Probably through here. Okay. Gives me blank tech cards. Oh, is it kind of like a thing where it goes, where a tech card becomes? No, it's that's just a component. I was wondering if maybe the automation tech cards get used up and become blank again, but no, that's not how it works. Here, get this pickaxe, so we can mine a little faster. So what does this need? It needs. These recipes are kind of intense. They're, like well, it makes 2 at a time. So, I don't know how much they're going to be used. 2 automation cores. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I do feel like I'm not using as much coal as usual. Like usually I'm pretty strapped for coal. But we're keeping up pretty well. Yeah, I still see no need not to just go straight for the burner inserters. And start building up stuff faster. Can't produce wood though. That's still a concern for basic tech cards. Here, just start crafting that while you're going out there. I'm gonna go cut down on some trees. Big patch of coal here. That's nice. Yeah, we kind of ended up in this rocky area, and that kind of works for us, because we need lots of stone. In fact, I can place stone on the ground if I want to, just as a temporary little walking area. I like it. Let's make a little stone path. Between the various things we're spending time on. Meteors. So they're both research speed 1. This one's low power, apparently. So it's going slower than usual. So this can't even support 2 at once. Here, let's turn this one off. Oh, the rebel's gone. I think we're just going to abandon these real quick and just switch to burners. Right, I'm going to steal that and come this way. All right. So first thing we want to do is make more burners, which needs more automation cores. Automation cores require sticks, wheels. All right, let them go for a bit. So I'm a little curious. Let's just take a look and see what what a standard smelting setup's gonna look like. Like if I just want to make a bunch of iron plates. Iron plates, where are they? Yeah. So if I want to make them in steel furnaces, and my output's a yellow belt, it's gonna need 24. So it's kind of not. It's kind of the same. The recipe's slowed down, but it's not actually any. It doesn't really change the overall ratio or whatever. So 48 to 24 to make a yellow belt. Okay, that's simple enough. I was worried that it might be a huge difference. What else do we need for these? More burners. Stone bricks, iron plates. All right. Let's start setting up some lines. These will just be temporary little things. So if we want to build research, okay, well, the whole idea is that basic tech cards need wood. So we can't. We have to deposit it. Let's figure out a science block. Basic tech cards. You can get rid of those. We'll just narrow it down to what we can do. If we want to produce 1 per second, we need 8. And they need wire, not just copper. And 0.5 of those. Okay. I haven't even made an inserter yet. We only have burner inserters. What do we need for inserter parts? Okay, so we got a bunch of those. Need to switch this over to that. Let me just keep on making these for now. I wonder if they tried to balance early game copper and iron. Like in the base game, you need so much more iron than copper early in the game. Hence the larger amount of miners compared to this. But it seems like there is more copper requirements. We'll see. Here, swip this over. Inserter parts. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so we said we need 8. And they're being fed by a single wire cable. Each of these is producing the basic tech cards. Need to make some engines. I see. Let's turn this off and make some of these single cylinder things. What am I missing for this? Copper plates. New tip, inserter hotkey. What's this? You can press Shift L to change the belt where it drops things. Interesting. Okay. And burner leech. A burner inserter can grab it from a place where it picks up items. Place where it drops items. That's interesting. Okay. So, with coal put in these, now my burner inserter can grab it from here? Well, there's going to be wood on the belt, so it doesn't matter at the moment. But that's interesting. So, L? No. Alt L? Or, what did I just do? Oh, it did. It changed. Okay. Weird. Oh, I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure I'm going to use that. We'll see. Dum dum da 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 dum da dum dum bum bum da 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 dum. I don't know why I'm singing. No, it's not working. It's not grabbing from this pull. Oh well. There, that's not what we want. This one grabs some coal from here because it's pulling out, but the putting in one didn't work. And I bet these are running on, yeah, they're running on wood that they're grabbing from here. So what are these? They're normal recipes, single cylinder engines and plates. So that's fine. We can make that work. So I'm just gonna not put anything on here and see if it can steal this coal. I don't think it can. We'll see. Interesting. This ran out entirely. Guess the wood wasn't coming fast enough. I kind of don't trust. So what's going on here? Why aren't we getting more stuff? Looks like we're not placing the wood fast enough. No, wrong side. So, what is it? It's Alt L. No? Alt Control L. Why isn't it working? Stop. Stop what you're doing. It's bad. Why is that not working? You know what? If you want to place it on the near side, we should just put it over here. There. Crusher. Machine that smashes raw materials to dust. Main products are sand, which is used to make glass, and crushed emersite. Okay. I like how it's got these little pop-up tips. That's nifty. So stone processing and sand and glass. Yeah. Looks like the wood's getting up to here. At least there, at least. So right now, this crusher doesn't do anything, right? Because it doesn't have any recipes. Oh, I can just put anything. I can put lots of things inside of it. Okay. So, like, what if I put those in? It wouldn't tell. It doesn't tell me what the result would be. Okay. But I can't do this yet. And this does need power, and I don't have power yet. Except for this little bit over here. Okay. Well, that's what we'll do with that. Everything else is still burner level. I kind of want to get a smelter going, but before we do that, we need to have automated miners. Otherwise, it just feels like a waste. They're not automated, electric. We need to get some more trees. Let's go chop down this forest, or little bits of it, at least. While our research is going. I'm hoping they give me some sort of ability to make wood in a building, so I don't need to constantly be going out and getting more wood. I mean, I could definitely see that, because one of the irritating parts of the game, in the base game, is you end up with tons and tons of wood just sitting around. Because you have to clear. But most of that happens after you get bots. So you end up with like a huge yellow chest full of wood. And I could definitely see them using this as a wood sink. But early game, it's going to be annoying. In C block, there were like you could get trees that would be placed in facilities, and they would grow wood every now and then. I like C block. I haven't played that in what, 3 or 4 years, 2 or 3 years, something like that. Maybe no. This is going to be our last playthrough before the expansion. We'll see what happens. I'm sure when the expansion comes out, there's going to be completely new things, like a C block where you start in space, for example, maybe a thing. So a space block, and you have to like get everything just from like nearby asteroids hitting you or something. I could definitely see something like that. Might be fun. There we go. This is not working. Greenhouse. Okay. That's what I was saying. Grow wood for harvesting. Nice. Let's work our way towards automation. And that will give us access to fuel processing, which gains 10% energy value. Okay. So we probably do want to process our coal. What is that thing? The last building there. I don't know. We'll find out. I guess we can look right there. Loader. I don't know. What do we do with it? Is that for trains? We'll see. Multi-cylinder engine. Okay, well, get that first. Where am I going to get automation? There we go. So this is our first bit of electric automation way down here, which is after fuel processing and electricity. Okay, we have a path before us. This automation tech card, it's made from copper cable and iron plates. We'll work it out once we have the recipe. Let's make some more ground. Or is it not ground, what am I saying? These transport belts. Wrong thing. Interestingly enough, so far I'm not really feeling like a resource glut. Like I'm not feeling like I don't have enough things to keep my belts going beyond wood. I feel like the our logistic capacity is stopping us from being able to get everything fully going. We need to add more chests or better inserters. Maybe we add more research. Kind of feels like we can support more. All right. All right. Automation tech cards, and work towards fuel processing, which does need these red cards. So maybe don't do that yet. Work towards military, and let's work out a pattern for our next science. I wonder if I'm gonna need blank tech cards for like everything. If I should like produce them en masse rather than locally. I think I'm gonna do it locally for now. They need an automation core. Okay. Like for now, we might just put them right in by hand. Same 8 recipes in these blank tech cards. So 1 and 1. What does these do? To a new block? So 1, 1, 1, and one of these. And this is all just iron, and this is copper. All right, let me think. So 8 of these. Oh, I need more. Okay. Well, that's the obvious first step. Okay. And then we'll build the components over here. So these are being built 5 at a time. Interesting. But slowly. That seems to be like the theme. Lots of things are being built in high quantities, but the recipe takes a long time. I wonder why they changed it that way. Is it maybe it makes it more efficient when you've gotten it? I don't know. I bet that it makes it easier to provide logistics once you are getting things like super fast when you have modules in them and beacons and all that. Because eventually, it's not going to be the factory speed. It's going to be how quickly you can load and extract materials from the factory. But if it's slower recipe, then that will do. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. So this is automation core and blank tech. Automation core, we can just put in the middle. Right? Yeah. The blank cards. Let's actually put that on that side. It'd be easier with a bit of logistics. Like, why don't I just get like a... Because I'm going to need a belt for this. So I'm going to... I did start out with 10 of these, right? I can just craft a few by hand, perhaps. No, I can't. I can insert them directly in here. Maybe better something like this. Yeah, I like that. This will be where we have the copper coming in, like that. And we'll bring iron like that, I guess. I think that's workable. So, copper here, iron here. Oh, I can just hand insert these right here. Let me get some more fuel. I'm not going to set up a base that requires copper line or coal lines everywhere. That just is not going to be fun. I've done that before. What mod was that? Was that Industrial Revolution? Where you sit in cool phase for a long time. So you end up having to basically design a factory that runs on coal. It was not a fun thing to do. Okay, we do need to make these. There we go. And those will work. Eventually we'll replace these with like pulling them off of a belt or something. But right now we'll just hand supply it with chests. I haven't needed as many stone bricks. Like, we needed them really early for this, the burner mining drills. But since then, like, not much has required it. We needed it for these too. But, yeah, just nowhere near as much as I thought. Here, I can go ahead and use this. 1 hour in, we created our first bit of green science. Sand. Law. We're out of wood again. There's logistics. That was fast. Get walls too. Alright, logistics, we got this loader, which is interesting. Belt speed 15 items per second. I guess it just loads it straight into a machine? Or to a chest or something? I don't know. We'll see. These are pretty cheap, they just need iron beams. What was that? Wind turbine. Oh! Ooh, I think I like that. I think we're going to make wind turbines. Instead of burning coal. It just appeals to me. I think we've got everything powered. You know, let's just do this one belt to belt. I guess that's a little lazy of me, but whatever. I mean, without going under the belt at all. That way, this only has gears to push in. Looks good. I think we are having trouble with just logistic speed. So like, let me just take a look at this. So yeah, so logistic row in terms of, so yeah, this needs to output at 1.7. So we need to have 2 of these outputting. Otherwise we're not working right. What else? 2 of those? Really? Okay. What if we switch this up to yellows? Yellows, it would still need 2. Well. Like, I'm not sure I believe that. It's saying that a single one of these cannot unload this machine as fast as it runs. No, it's saying across the entire machine. Okay, yeah. Because there's 8 of these. So, zero point 0.2 would be sufficient. It's only for this one where there's only 1 machine. Okay. Yeah. Any other place that looks like it's having trouble? Yeah, right here, pulling in copper. We're going to need 2. But right now, we're not loading copper onto the iron onto the belt fast enough. How much total iron is it? 1 per second. So how does this? Okay, let me see if I can use one of these. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough circuits, so never mind. We'll figure that out when we have more leisure time to do so. These are all stopped because they're out of wood. Yeah, we need to deal with that. Working towards greenhouse, we would need fluid handling. Let's go chop down some more trees. It goes fast, though. I guess... I don't know. For some reason, it feels like the tech's going really fast. I'm sure it'll slow down. Like, for the amount of raw resources we have. Alright. Still haven't found a use for sand. I mean, presumably glass. Can I do glass now? Let me just see. I can. Yeah, go ahead and make some glass. Don't know what I'll need it for yet, but I'm sure I will for something. Here's coke, which is a combination of wood and coal. Interesting. For steel production. Gotcha. So we're going to need wood all throughout stuff. Interesting. What's the greenhouse going to require? It's going to need glass. So yeah, that makes sense. And let's save our wood for building the greenhouse rather than for what we're doing. And I'm going to make some more automation cores right here. Automation cores, those. So they need wheels and sticks. I've got some sticks. I need some wheels. Alright, greenhouse is done. Welcome to the jungle. It's me make artificial things, I guess. Artificial plants. Like rocks and stuff. Interesting. I don't think I need that at the moment. Electric mining. Okay, these greenhouses, though. Let me get some glass. What about steel? Do I know how to make steel yet? Oh yeah, it needs coke. Right, right. Okay. You know, I probably could use some more of these. At least them to finish faster. To be produced at a faster rate. These iron beams take a long time. Their crafting time is annoying. Okay, let's take a look at this. So to make wood, it's sand or just a bunch of water. I don't want to calculate the rates myself. Wood. So if we make it just from water and we want, say, a belt of wood, we would need 90 of those. Okay. Alternatively, if we made it from the sand, we would only need 22. So we definitely want to go with sand. To produce that much sand in a crusher from stone, we would only need one. So one crusher will give us all we need for 22 of these. We don't need 22 of those. We need we probably just need a few. Let's just go with 4 for now. Or 6. I like it. They do need water, though. We got water right there. Okay. So, right like this, perhaps. Interesting, the water can flow both ways. Does that mean I could just extend it through? I don't know. I'm curious. We'll try it. Like, can I just put water on one side and it will just supply all of them if they're connected to each other? Do I have to worry about multiple pumps? Like, how much was it? We said it was... It needs a total of 75 a second. That's nothing. Okay. The recipe's a long recipe, I guess. Yeah, 1 minute recipe for 40 wood. So we don't need that much water logistics. Need more inserters? Now I can make the power ones. Does this need power? It does. This is a powered base thing. Okay. So maybe that's our issue right now is we need to get our power system going. We said we were going to make some wind turbines. The recipe takes 5 seconds to craft. It needs a bunch of things. Iron beams. Let's get them going. Wheels. Cable. I need more wheels. Oops. I probably have too many sticks on me at the moment. Let me just put them down a little bit. I definitely think there's some sort of efficiency thing going on with our smelting. Because I'm used to, in the early game, having to spend a lot of time just making sure everything has coal. Because they run out so quick. But here they don't. I'm guessing that the, that's 48-second crafting time. I don't know. Something's different. How much do these even produce? So, a small amount of energy from wind is all it says. We'll see when we get one. Here, make one by hand. So each one, where are they? There. Ooh, it's a nice graphic. I like it. It doesn't even tell me. Power output 20 kilowatts. Okay. Do I have power poles? Or better power poles? I don't. Alright. Where should we make our field? I think we said we were going to eventually go west, right? So maybe put this on the east side. Like right here-ish. This is covered in rocks. Up here north of, next to this iron patch. Yeah, right here. And this is probably not the most efficient thing to do. Probably would make a lot more sense to just burn coal. But I've done that. I've done that so many times. Why not do something new? There. I'll give it one consumer just so that it knows what it's doing. Ran out of wheels. Okay. Something about a large field of windmills appeals to me. Is that the right rate? Is that the right distance? I'm not sure. Let's place more first. More than solar power does, at least. Alright. We'll fill that up in a bit. This is all stopped because lack of reds. Oh, ran out of copper. I thought it was wood, but I was mistaken. That's going. This is going. We need more wood. This doesn't need wood as an input. It does need wood to build, though, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we have power. And these are just inconvenient enough that you can't put a power line across them. I remember being annoyed at that size before. Connect our power grids together. So the greenhouses do have a passive draw of 6, which is pretty high. Not that high. It's a little bit high. So this is all glass. We're gonna need glass also, but let's just devote this. Is that going to be enough? It might not be enough. Alright, let's figure out the water situation first. So my offshore pump needs power. So what I wanted to know is, can I just give it to this one? And then it will transfer along, like Steam does. It looks like it. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I need to get some more stone. Okay, let's get some stone. We're not actually bringing stone anywhere. Let's actually make a couple miners for that. I need to get more on my my windmills too. In the meantime, I'll just steal some. At some point, we're going to need to get everything all nice and interconnected, rather than me carrying things around between different chests. But this early, I think it doesn't matter. Alright. Might as well use these. So these are just burner inserters with small electric motors added on, and automation cores. And small motors I can make in 2 ways. Interesting. With rare metals. Ah. So a cheap recipe with rare metals. Slightly cheaper? Yeah, because it produces 2 at once. Gotcha. Interesting. All right, these are all going. I like the change in the graphic a little bit. There. That this not going full time kind of is annoying, but that's okay. How about going? What's this doing? We made a few more of these. They are lacking in copper cabling and wheels. Slow recipe, very slow, but it's going. All right. We're not actually doing anything with the wood. I need to hook it up. So, and we're gonna need to use it in multiple places, but that for now we can just use it here. There we go. We got our science going again. Let me get some more copper over there. All right, let's place some more things in our field. And these ran out of wheels again. What I should do is make a little automated line, but I'm not going to need a ton of these. I'm just going to make, you know, a couple hundred at first. Yeah. How many did I have now? I've got... Where are they? 45. So how is this looking? Most of our power comes from our turbines. Our ship reactor. It's fine. It does fluctuate a little bit, it looks like. No, this is us placing. But this is steady state. Or is it just based on consumption? It is just based on consumption. That's the crusher right there. So they're not overproducing, I guess, is what we should say. It doesn't produce a lot of power, to be fair. So let me just take a look at this. It produces 20 kilowatts per unit versus if I make one of these, it would produce 2.35 megawatts or 2 megawatts. But this is free. Now it's just always going to be like this. And I like the idea of free resources that are not going to eat up my coal. Why are these all stopped? No blank cards. No iron plates. Oh, did I never actually hook this up? I guess I didn't. Well, that's embarrassing. So this was never working in the first place. But now it is. Now it's working. Alright, I think this is a good enough place to stop as any. We're an hour and a half in. We have the meager beginnings of a factory. Next thing I think we want to focus on is expanding our power system. And definitely we want to set up some smelter areas. We want to actually start mining and producing like a belt at a time of each of the raw materials. And then we can feed them into the factories. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. The recipes are a little different. I like the occasional differences we're seeing here. Why is this not going? It's full. That's fine. All right. So thank you everyone for watching. Until next time.